Hey Taurus, welcome to your monthly tarotscope for September 2019. I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are having a blessed month. My name is Chelsea from Lunar Tarot by Chelsea. Everything falling on the floor, great. So you can apply your sun, moon, rising and Venus sign to this reading. If it does resonate, please comment, like, share, subscribe, support your girl. And yeah, let's get into it. So Taurus, what can you guys expect for the month of September? How may Taurus be feeling within September? And what is something Taurus can expect in September? Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So, the Tower, you guys are having a breakthrough moment. You guys are having a breakdown to breakthrough. You guys may be feeling a bit out of place, a bit confused, a bit at a loss. It's okay. Just bear in mind this is a transformational period for some of you. With the Tower here, something needs to fall in order for things to rebuild again. It's okay. No need to stress, no need to worry. It happens. Feel through your emotions. If you guys are feeling confused, if you guys are feeling conflicted, feel it through. So within that, we have the Ace of Wands. So we have a spark of creativity coming your way within the month of September. It's just what you do about it, which is what matters the most. For some of you, because you're having this Tower moment, it's almost as if you don't want to do. You want to think, you want to feel, but you don't want to action it. It's okay. Things will not disintegrate just because you're having a Tower moment. Just because you're feeling a bit at a loss doesn't mean that just because if you action something doesn't mean it's all gonna fall down. So just bear that in mind. If you action something and you put, passion into it, then great. It could easily work in your favor. But something needs your attention in terms of emotional turmoil. Something is bugging you emotionally and something is collapsing in order to make room for the new. So, what else do we need to know for Taurus for September? Strength. You guys need to learn how to deal with things in the best way possible for you. That's not meaning listening to everyone else. That's not meaning, act as if everything is okay. You need strength. You need to pull yourself up for yourself, not for anyone else. Don't do things just because people tell you to do something, just because people want you to do something. Do it because it's meaningful to you. Sometimes you guys have a tendency to just do things without feeling or thinking into it beforehand. Make sure that you are acting based off of your own feelings and your own emotions, not other people's. I know with the Tower moment and strength, it's like, how can you be strong when you're having a breakdown? How can you be strong when things just are not going to plan? Strength is ignited from your inner self. It's about having trust in the journey. It's about having trust in the process, even when we can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes we just need to trust. That's really it. We just need to trust. And trust that something good will come out of it, because something will. With the Ace of Wands, something amazing will come out of it. It will be like a light bulb moment. You'll have this period of feeling down, feeling as though, you're not able to do anything, feeling out of touch with yourself, feeling, all over the place. But a light bulb moment will come out of this. I feel like you guys are possibly dealing with another earth sign, or it could possibly be a fire sign. An earth sign or a fire sign is what I'm picking up on. So you may be having Tower moments with this person, but just know that it's just making room for breakthroughs to happen. It's okay, things will be fine. Perhaps the foundation in which you've been building is like collapsing almost. Or okay. So the Page of Wands reversed. We've also got bottom of the deck, the Lovers, and we've got top of the deck, the Moon reversed. So I feel like for some of you, you guys have been kind of living in fantasy world when it comes to something. You guys have kind of like not really seen what's being presented in front of you, and it's like this Tower moment is everything coming in at you all at once, and you're like, shit, slow the fuck down, I didn't know any of this. This could be something to do with a romantic relationship. It could also mean in terms of your creative flow for yourself. It could be that you're just dealing with something very emotionally turbulent at the moment. A relationship that is very emotionally turbulent at the moment, and it's something that is causing you great frustration. But I don't feel like, you know, that this relationship or whatever it may be is, you know, gonna end. I don't feel like it's like detrimental to your, you know, relationship or your happiness or your creativity. It could be that you're like stalling on something that you need to do in terms of your creative outlets right now. It could be in terms of your career or something that you're really passionate about, something that you've been having an idea about but you haven't actually put the action in towards doing it. I feel like you're waiting for something to happen in terms of either a romantic relationship or something that you have been unsure of. You're like waiting for something to happen. You're waiting on something to come through to give you a sign. And this is your sign. You need to, as I said, make sure that you're actioning stuff based on heart, based on feeling, based on thoughts and emotions, not on what everyone else thinks and feels you should do. So what else do we need to know for Taurus for September? A lot of you guys will be having uncertainty, like uncertain moments and moments that fill you with anxiety, that fill you with conflict, Seven of Wands. Something's gonna fill you with conflict. You're like uncertain about something and it's like you don't know where it's gonna take you. And so you're deciding to question it or deciding to fight something, perhaps even fight your romantic partner. A lot of arguments, a lot of tension, a lot of built up frustration because you're not able to, you know, creatively express yourself the way that you want to. You feel stuck. You feel as though you feel small. You've like inserted yourself into this space that has made you smaller than what you are, smaller than what you should be anyway. And it's like you want to break out of this mold. And that's the Tower moment. You breaking out of this mold because you don't belong there. Start embracing you. Start embracing your authentic self. Start embracing your authentic creative expression, whatever that means to you. The Moon reversed is an indication that it's time to be truthful to yourself. It's time to live in your own divine truth. And this month, for you personally, it's a personal transformation that signals truth. Truth of what I want for myself. Truth of what, you know, these breakthroughs and breakdowns can do for me. How may it work for me? How can it work for me? You're learning to balance things. You're learning to place boundaries in place for yourself. You're learning to flow with the waters, with the challenges, not to fight them, not to resist them, not to fight and feel conflicted with them. Learning to rebalance your emotions is going to be something significant for you this month because you're going to feel very out of place. You guys need to spend more time by water, by grounding yourself, especially by water. I want to say especially by water. You guys want to learn to flow. And just by watching water, just by watching, the flow of water, it's going to help you. It's going to assist you. Because you guys need to connect more to your creativity, your flow, your divine flow, your authentic self. And I feel like for some of you, you guys have been in this shadow period for a bit of time where you feel like you haven't been being truthful to yourself. You feel like you haven't been honest with yourself or perhaps with another person. And so this has reflected in your moods, your energy. And you felt as if you have, again, been boxed in. So learning to flow with your emotions this month is going to be something quite significant and very beneficial for you. It's going to be challenging though, because you've got this Tower moment, and it's like this Tower moment is going to change everything. It's like this Tower moment is going to bring you a burst of creativity, a burst of authentic truth, self-expression. And you have to have the strength in order to actually make the changes necessary in order to follow through. And sometimes this means working with other people, sometimes this means working with yourself, but knowing that you are stepping into your divine truth and you are focusing on the truth of yourself and your creative expression is gonna take you far. You may want to resist it. You may want to resist the change that's coming. It's okay. It's just the universe balancing out what needs to be balanced out so that you can have a stable foundation moving forward with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is all about balance, building foundation, all about, being able to support each other, being able to lean on someone if you need to, but also being able to lean on yourself. We have bumblebees in the picture. You guys may have been seeing a lot of bumblebees. I'm not too sure the significance of that, but growth. Growth and planting the seeds of what you want for yourself. Like this breakdown is giving you room to break through any blockages, any emotional turmoil, anything that has been holding you back. It's now ready to crumble, be released and dug through so that you're able to get to your authentic truth. You may have been arguing with someone. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Whoever you've been arguing with, it's not worth it. Put it down. Leave it behind. Five of Swords reversed, leave it behind. As I was saying, you don't need to fight every single battle. Sometimes the battles that we think are battles aren't even battles at all, because they're not worth it. And it's not to say that the person's not worth it, but what you're fighting about is not worth it. You're fighting because you're going through something emotionally. Your heart is going through a breakthrough, And if that means going back to your roots, going back to nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, loving yourself, do that. If you need to spend time with yourself, do that. It's not always about winning. It's not always about being right. It's about, being true to you. Your energy is not in the space to argue. You just want balance. You just want balance to build a foundation on, and that's okay. Use your intuition to balance what you need to balance, because some of you know exactly what's bothering you, but you're afraid to admit it to yourself. Three of Cups reverse, go within. This isn't a time to, bond with other people or, think about what it is that you and other people want. It's about you. It's about yourself. It's about, doing things that make you genuinely happy, following your divine, authentic truth, as I keep saying. And by doing that, you go within. This breakthrough, this breakdown is gonna lead you to understanding yourself on a more divine, personal level, This may break away relationships. It may break away family members. It may break away anything in terms of people close to you. You know, people close to you will be revealing themselves to you. You will be able to see people more clearly for, you know, what they do for you or who they are to you. Sometimes these people aren't always healthy for us, and so we have to break away from that mess in order to regain recognition of what we need to see, what we need to be aware of. So spend time with yourself. Spending time with yourself by water specifically. Spend time with yourself by water, because you need to learn how to flow with the currents instead of fighting against it all the time. So, what do the oracle cards need to let Taurus know? Taurus. September 2019, Taurus. Growth is going to be significant for you guys. Again, extremes. You guys are going to be feeling a bit all over the place. It's okay. Feel what you need to. Feel all of the things that you need to feel. It's okay to feel. Don't push it towards the back of your mind. Go near water. Go near water where you are able to flow. Where you are able to just rest, relax, rejuvenate. Treat yourself to a spa day. Go swimming. Do something with water. It's okay to release how you feel. It's okay to feel how you feel. Breakdowns lead to breakthroughs. Just remember that. Spend time with yourself. What else does Taurus need to know for September? All of those cards want to fly out. But I'm going to go with balance. So you guys need to learn how to balance yourselves. And you know what? Today, balance has come up in a lot of my readings. Balancing the mind, body, and the spirit. I feel like you guys have a tendency to kind of block out certain things and just lean towards one thing instead of all of the things, you know. And we're not always going to get the perfect balance. That's not the case at all. It's okay to focus on one thing more than the rest, but right now you need to focus on, you know, tending to yourself, tending to your emotional, mental, and spiritual needs, because something is going on that you need to recognize right now. So learning to balance yourself, learning to balance your emotions is going to be the theme for this month, and that's okay. You're going to feel a bit out of balance at the start of the month, but towards the end of the month, you'll start to gain that momentum again, and something will be triggered within you to create something else. So, that is your monthly tarotscope for September 2019, Taurus. I hope you guys resonate. Please do comment, like, share, subscribe if you do. Also follow me on Twitter, which is Luna Taros, and Instagram, which is Luna Tarot by Chelsea. I love you guys loads. Bye.